Hi everyone, welcome back to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. Today me and Terry are previewing Everton's FA Cup tie at home to Tottenham Hotspur on Wednesday. Terry, it seems like we mention it every time a cup tie comes around. I remember when we previewed the Man United League Cup one, and that didn't end too well, but we always say the same thing, don't we? It's make up, well, as close to make or break as it can be. For the side that's gone almost 26 years without winning anything, these games are always important, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, for me, going into the season, more so even. The financial side of things, I'm sure the club would love Champions League, but for the supporters, I think a bigger thing would be to scratch that itch and get some silverware. So, went out the League Cup. No complaints over that. We had a lot of injuries in the middle of December. We played a very good Man United team. So the FA Cup it is. Got to go for it. Tottenham are having a bit of a wobbly spell at the minute. Lost to Brighton. Um, Not always, guarantee at home at the minute because there's no fans in the ground and our away form seems to be better. But you can't ask for more than a home tie when it comes to cup games. Would have preferred somewhat an easier team, but got to go for it. We've beat Spurs once already, and the cup, this FA Cup is for me as important as the league form.
Yeah, for me as well. We just badly, as you said, we badly need to scratch that itch. We need to get some silverware, and I just really want to. I really want us to just go to Wembley and win. I'd just love to see it. It's something that I still need to scratch off my Everton bucket list. So, um, it's we'll talk about it, and it'll always be the same. And like we did with Man United, we spoke about how important they are, and this one's no different. I haven't watched too much Tottenham this season. I don't know about you, but I know they've had rocky stages at some point. Do you think Mourinho will sort of like let loose and try and just focus on the league, or do you think? Because I know I think he would like probably to win something as Tottenham manager. So
Mourinho's one of the best, if not the best, cup manager still working. He knows how to win trophies. Whether it's you know even when he was at Man United, he won the Europa League. People that act like he's washed up now, Mourinho, or he's not as good as he used to be. Well, he's not winning Champions Leagues every year now, but he still wins trophies regularly. Now he hasn't won anything with Tottenham, but he's still got that pedigree. We our biggest change going into cup competitions now is that we've got a manager who's won cup competitions, but so have they. So it's sort of like we haven't got that X factor now because it's been cancelled out by Jose. I would have preferred even better teams than Tottenham, to be honest, over Tottenham because of Jose, because he knows how to get through cup ties. So I am worried about this game. I think he won't prioritise it in the sense of he'll sacrifice league form over it, but he will be going for this. And he wants to say he brought a trophy to Tottenham. Tottenham sort of are like us. They won the League Cup not long ago, but they've not had lots of trophies in recent years. So it's a big deal to them as well. They're not the type of club who are just going to go, we don't care about the cups. They want to win cups as well. So it's going to be a real game. This is not going to be one where both managers are looking to just take the game off. They're both going to want to win it.
yeah, you can imagine for Tottenham it's big as well because they're not known for winning. Like you said, like us, not known for winning a lot of trophies every year. So, and with Arsenal being out, if it's the same as us, they'll be looking at it as a way to go on and rub it in their faces and try and win it. And like you said, Mourinho, he's a horrible manager to come up against in cup competitions. That video of him when he was Inter manager at the new camp pops into my mind when he was on the pitch and I think they got beaten, they'd won on aggregates, and he was like kissing all his players and stuff like that. Basically, any video of Everton selling a player that we don't like, it always seems to be the first reply in the Twitter replies. Um, but you're coming up against he knows what to do, and he's got a great poker face, Mourinho, hasn't he? It's like you think just when you think he's finished, he always seems to he's like Michael Myers. He seems to sit back up and come right back after you. So we're gonna have to be on it for 90 minutes here. But obviously Ancelotti's no fool either. He knows how much Everton needs a trophy, and he knows that how much the fans want it. Hopefully we get to see Alan back. We spoke about it on the live stream the other day. that he'd started training. I think it was last Friday. And hopefully we get to see him back. But what sort of team do you want to see, Teddy? I know we spoke about it on the live stream, but there's been shouts for Iwobi and players like that to come in. What do you think?
I think we will see a few come in, but it won't be like rotation like the early rounds of the League Cup where, I don't think we'll be seeing Nkunku playing or anyone like that. I think we might see Alan back in or maybe on the bench, saving for the league game, but I think Alan will feature. It won't be. It's not a bad shout. I don't want to see, Josh King start, and I think it's a bit too early for that. I'd like to see him a few more sub appearances, a few cameos first. I want to see a very strong team. I want to see a team with the intent of winning the game. I want to see Decore playing. I want to see, Luca Dean playing. I want to see Calvert-Lewin playing. I want to see James playing. I want as close to the team that beat Tottenham on the starting day as possible, but obviously include Ben Godfrey because you've got to do that. Can't drop him. But I want to treat this like it was a league game. 1 or 2 changes maybe for rotation, but that's it. I want to win this competition.
Yeah, it can't be rotation for rotation's sake because, like you said, we want to get it as close to that game against Tottenham, which was it was an unbelievable day. That was great to win that game, and obviously, we've done it once this season at their place. No reason we can't do it again. I think we'll probably play a stronger team than Tottenham. I think obviously we've spoke about Mourinho. We know he's not going to roll over and concede the game. But I don't know if he'll be playing his strongest team. I just don't know. I think he's maybe we don't know the faith he's got in his players. Like his time at Tottenham so far has been sort of he doesn't like this player, but he really likes this player. He seems to have a lot of feuds with his players, so I don't really know what sort of team we're going to see from Tottenham. And obviously, you told me the other day about the Harry Kane stat 9 goals in 11, which I did not know about. It's going to be tough because you need Everton to come out and be stronger, and you need them to show. We need to show what we can, which is the other night against Man United, where we just didn't give up. We didn't accept that we didn't accept that it's going to be a tough task, and we just took that task on the chin, really. But it's one we've got to win because we need to be getting through to the later rounds of this cup competition. With the teams that have gone out already, Arsenal, Liverpool as well have gone out, haven't they? So we need to be prioritising it for me. Do you think? And obviously Fulham coming up later. Do you think we might see the full strength team for Tottenham and then maybe rest players against Fulham, or do you think Ancelotti might think, after Newcastle, I'm not going to try stuff like that?
I don't know about resting players for Fulham, but I'd like to see the full strength team against Tottenham and then do the 2 or 3 players rotation. The centre backs get rotated. So say we play Keane and Mina, for example, against Tottenham, we could still go into the Fulham game and drop one of them and bring Godfrey back in. We could play Holgate at right back against Tottenham, but then play Coleman against Fulham. We don't necessarily have to completely weaken, one of the 2 11s for those 2 games. But there are players who can, come in, like, Sigurdsson could start against Fulham and James could start against, that kind of thing, and it won't be and what have you. So no, I don't expect that they will do that. I think they'll play probably 8 of the same players in both games, but you'll see differences in a few peripheral players. But the spine of the team, I imagine, will be largely the same. But I'm telling you, I want to prioritise this Tottenham game. If you give me one, you can only win one. I'm picking that Tottenham game because there's other league games to come. I don't want to be going out to the FA Cup in this round. I want to win it, and it'd be peak Everton to win the FA Cup when there's no fans in Wembley. I'd still take it, but God, that would just be Everton all over, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you've just described it to me then, and it's just it would be peak Everton, wouldn't it? Just to either sit there, there'll be no empty stadium on the telly, there's no fans putting us through, and we spoke about it the other night on the stream as well. Someone asked if we'd be happy to win in our away kit, and that'd be interesting because I'd like to see it. But You know, you said, oh, I'd win it in anything, doesn't matter what we wear, but winning it with no fans would be a bit bittersweet, I think.
It'd still be sweet though.
Yeah,
It
it's
doesn't matter.
yeah, the
The,
sweet
the, all-
part would still
the
be there, like.
Yeah, it'd just make me laugh. But you know, you got to win it first. That's I'd take it. Still
Mm.
take it all.
It's funny to think as well, if you look at it in sort of like a tournament way, we could have had Mourinho if results had gone sort of like if results had gone differently, we could be playing Marine at home here.
Yeah, yeah. But when you actually saw the Tottenham Marine game, there was
Yeah,
never any
in an
like
alternate universe somewhere, Everton are playing Marine. Strange one.
something would have had to go badly wrong if Marine had to beat Tottenham. But you
Yeah,
know, fair play to Marine. I watched that match like most others did, and you know, Tottenham paid them all the respect, put internationals all over the pitch, and didn't took it very seriously. You know, threw loads of goals past them. You know, good for Marine, but yeah, that'd be I wouldn't ever want to play Marine. I wouldn't
no,
mind Liverpool play. Wouldn't mind Liverpool playing them for the nice thing for Marine, but I'm too scared of the idea of Marine beating Everton. It'd just be
so
something that you know the universe scripts it like that. So I never
yeah.
ever want to draw one of the local teams if they ever get that far again.
Neither was I. I'd never want us to play Tranmere or Marine or something like that because it's just destined to go wrong, isn't it? Um, And that probably says something about Mourinho's attitude going into this game. You know, we know how much he respects Ancelotti. We know how much he respects the FA Cup. So that could speak volumes about the sort of how he's going to take this game. You know, if he took that game, if he was playing internationals against Marine, I didn't watch them against Wickham too much, but I know that the you know booted them out in the last few minutes. Didn't the Marine sort of stop playing after they got the second? Um, it might say, you know, it might say something about the sort of Tottenham team we can expect to play, but I don't know. Is it? Do you think it's going to be like a typical what we've seen this season? Sit back, wait for them to, you know, come and hit us, and we'll hit them on the counter attack sort of the game. You know, Chelsea, Arsenal.
We'd like it to be like that. I don't think it's going to be like that because Tottenham do that more than we do. Tottenham will be happy for us to have the ball, and that's where we've come unstuck the last couple of weeks. Not so much Newcastle, they sort of just worked us off the pitch, but West Ham did that job on us. Now, we didn't play very well, but they let us have all the ball at Goodison and then just hit us when the chance arose. I think Tottenham would probably like to do that again, do that to us rather. It just depends on how we set up. I can see Mourinho wanting to get, one Ancelotti at him on the first day. Don't know what type of team they'll play. I think it will be stronger than Wickham and or Marine because he's playing a Premier League team. I think we'll see like the likes of Son, Kane if he's fit. I know he said he might. They expect him to be fit for this game, but Tottenham probably prioritise Champions League qualification, so they might save Kane if there's a there's a leaving out 5% chance that he's not fully fit. But I don't know. I think we'll see a strong Tottenham team, but I just hope that Everton's is stronger. I think they'll make more
Yeah,
than we will.
I think Tottenham are way more likely to rest players than Everton are. You know, they've got more depth than us as well, haven't they? You know, they've got the lad from the Brazilian lad who played against Marine. You might see him maybe at some point. Don't know if because I don't know if he's on loan or something like that. But they'll be wanting to use some players.
Smash the goals past Marine, and then
Yeah, and and
later
running over doing FIFA celebrations against the crowd. Um, yeah, I don't know. You might see a couple of players come out for Tottenham, like players that we haven't seen, but I don't expect them to be playing like, I know Mourinho's got a bit of faith in some of the younger players at Tottenham, but he might be. I know, we need a Tottenham point of view really to say what sort of team they're going to play, but hopefully we play James, we play Calvert-Lewin up front, we maybe Richarlison. This is his chance to end his sort of the rut he's in because this is for Evertonians, the FA Cup is a great time to do stuff like that. Yeah, a player can play awful all season, but if they do something like, Dan Gosling's a prime example, isn't he? If you score a winner in the FA Cup, you live on in Everton folklore in some ways, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, this would be the game for Richie to turn it around, wouldn't it? he's working hard and he's helping the team, but he's not hitting the goals. And you can see on his in his body language and on his face that he's not happy about it. I don't think it's the end of the world. His contribution is still there. He's just not getting the numbers, but the team's still doing well, still winning. If he was to score a winner in this game and put us through in the cup, the rest of the season would be very easy to forget about, wouldn't it? If he suddenly hits form now, but it's going to be a tough one. Like, they will just sit and defend. They will sit in and they will let us have the ball and they will hit us on the counter. And they're very, very good at it. They've got very good attacking players. It's just how we cope with it. They will play their game plan and we'll have to try and deal with it.
Certainly would. It's such an important game, and the fact that it's Tottenham and it's not just like a lower league team or something, we need to prioritise it. We need to be putting our best team out, even with we've got important games coming up: Fulham, City, and then obviously the derby. So we've got to. I think for me, as you said, if you gave me those 4 games and you said that a free win, it'd be a tough between the derby and this one. This is how important it is for me. I think we just need to break that duck. We need to get to Wembley. We need to win something. So, yeah, let us know in the comments down below what you think. What sort of team do you hope Everton go for? Score predictions as well. Terry, I'm going to give us a score prediction. Are you brave enough? Because I hate score predictions. It just seems like a good way to round off the show.
I'm going to go for 2-1. Nice, safe down the middle one. Bit optimistic, but
I'll go for 2-1 as well. I'll go with Teddy because I can see Everton smashing in a late winner if I'm being optimistic. So, yeah, let us know your score predictions down below, the teams that you want to go for, that you hope Everton go for. What sort of game do you expect to see, and how important is the FA Cup this season for Everton? Obviously, make sure you like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the Toffee Blues, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.